Love sealed in covenant and hope. Episode 1, A Sacred Stillness. A quiet season settles gently over Naomi and Michael, not empty, but full of reflection. Their ministries continue faithfully, yet their conversations begin drifting toward the future more often. One evening, as they walk through the west side beneath softly glowing streetlights, Naomi senses a sacred stillness in her spirit. Michael is unusually quiet, thoughtful, prayerful. Neither rushes the moment, trusting that God often speaks most clearly in peace. That night, they pray together, thanking God for the journey so far, unaware that a holy turning point is drawing near. Episode 2, Michael's Preparation. Michael meets privately with Pastor Lewis, his heart steady but full. He shares his desire to ask Naomi to walk with him not just in ministry, but in covenant. Pastor Lewis listens with joy, then opens scripture, reminding Michael of Genesis chapter 2 verse 24, speaking of unity, commitment, and God's design for marriage. They pray together, asking God to bless the intention and the timing. Michael leaves with clarity, knowing this step is not driven by emotion alone, but by prayer, counsel, and conviction. Episode 3, On One Knee. Michael invites Naomi to walk with him to a quiet overlook near the city, a place where the skyline meets the sky and the hum of Chicago feels distant. As the sun begins to set, he shares his heart, speaking of faith, friendship, perseverance, and love refined through obedience. Then, with steady hands and a full heart, Michael steps back, lowers himself onto one knee, and looks up at Naomi with reverence and joy. He asks her to join her life with his, to continue serving God together in covenant love. Naomi's eyes fill with tears as she nods and softly says yes. Michael places the ring on her finger, and in that moment, peace settles around them like a holy covering. They pray together, thanking God for sealing what He has been shaping all along. Episode 4, The Blessing. When Naomi and Michael share the news with Pastor Lewis, his joy is unmistakable. He gathers them in prayer, blessing their union and thanking God for their obedience, patience, and faith. At church, close friends and mentors rejoice with them, offering encouragement rather than pressure. Naomi feels deeply grateful that their love has been nurtured within community, accountability, and prayer. Michael feels humbled, aware that this new season carries both joy and responsibility. Together, they sense that engagement is not an ending, but a deeper beginning. Episode 5, Looking Ahead Together. One quiet evening, Naomi and Michael sit together at home, hands intertwined, talking softly about the future. Without urgency or expectation, they admit that the same thought has been resting in both of their hearts. Someday, not immediately, but prayerfully, they have both imagined building a family together. They speak about growth, timing, and trusting God's leading in every season. Naomi smiles, relieved to know Michael has been thinking the same. Michael agrees, emphasizing that whatever comes next will be guided by prayer, wisdom, and unity. They end the night praying together, thanking God for love that grows patiently, faithfully, and intentionally. Their story does not close, it opens wider, ready for new chapters of marriage, ministry, and life shaped together by God's hand.